Greetings, my fellow Narcadians. It's I, Talsar Gelden, Master of the Narcadian Order, and we are here to do some Pathfinder Kingmaker. Talsar plays. It's been a while since I've played this game. Since I have some time, I figure I'd get back into it. Picking up where I left off, instead of starting over again. Alright, now what am I doing? Since I last played this, they have come out with quite a few updates, including turn-based combat, which I made sure to turn on in the options.
Enemy approaching.
Alright, let's see what we gotta work with here.
Tear them apart!
Alright, you're next in initiative, so I'm gonna have you... Let's see, let's go to... No?
Body, teeth, gone.
Repent!
Unworthy.
Okay, I'm not sure what else. I'm getting used to this new combat method here. Alright, now there you go.
They go down! Hey!
Alright, now, I think you're done. Now what?
Bring it!
Okay, how the fuck do I... okay... Alright, there we go.
This should do it.
Alright.
Your life ebbs low.
Wretched things.
There we go. Alright. Now, let's continue onward. Yeah, collect all and leave the area. I'm still getting over COVID. I'm almost through it all. I must say that what I have had to go through hasn't been nearly as bad as some of my co-workers. I just had to deal with, a cough and some congestion and some fatigue issues. I never had a fever or any other symptom. Some of my other co-workers, though, they had, fever for almost a week and lost of taste and a lot of, you know, usual stuff, but I kind of lucked out. In the name of the... No, I need to come up with a better voice. In the name of the Sag Lord, the lawful authority of the Stolen Lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And with that pretty wife of yours, Oleg, she should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Sag Lord's tax. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. You want some drink? You want to drink some of my blood, too? I'm sick of you. You're like Locust. You think you control everything around here just because you put up with that painted rag of yours. You come here, squeeze us dry, and come out. Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be the guests from Restov. My task is to clear the land of bannons. I'll start right now. Retreat. Retreat. We're too few for a fight. Let's call for help from the camp. No way! Just means we can rob a few of these instead of just one. 2 arms, everyone! Alright, if you want to die... Alright. Yeah.
Tear them apart!
Oh, he didn't last long.
What a waste.
A calculated risk. They go down! I am prepared.
Take that, you scoundrels. Oleg shakes his fist, but now he scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. That girl got away. A plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now, what do? He sighs heavily. If only we could send Savlanta somewhere safe to show these rats what's what. Oleg listens. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. Oh. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just need to be sure you're all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, with some hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something and looks away, embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. Svetlana. There we go. I'm sorry your arrival at our trading post are now so unwelcoming. Alright. Let's get to the point. You say the bats are going to attack again. Who are they and when did they arrive? Who are they? Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs on a beggar's hut. And you just stir them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gate so we wouldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come, sometimes it's the whole gang. I have shown them what for long ago. If not for Svetlana. They claim they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. The Stag Lord fancies himself the king of these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders, as long as they get paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, and they call executioners punishment for treason. Only those who never swore allegiance, even those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord, they killed fast, if they're lucky. If not, Oleg looks at Svetlana. Dove, why don't you start supper while we finish our talk? I have no need to be protected from dog talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what these people do. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among their leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Och and Dovin from Nizrak come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. I'll help you. I'm not really interested in your post, but I never back down from a good fight. Well, thanks, I guess. I might even be able to scrape up some reward together for you, if we manage to defend this post. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools you can use in the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire? We could put that in the gate, light it off, with a burning arrow for those bandits nearby, no? Yeah. But that could set the whole post on fire. Oleg shows some surprise. Well, maybe we cover the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a crossbow back in the day. Alright. I'm gonna look around. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright.
All according to plan.
Well, I need a challenge.
Request.
Let's go and send people around here. A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained, tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Boken, a local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. I make potions to sell them, gather herbs, roots, berries. Boken sighs. I live in the forest. I live off the land. since leaving Restov for these pots, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and occasionally a barrel of honey. They're good people. Where is this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help. Yeah, okay, that's fine. A coward's excuse. How predictable. Eh. Alright, nothing up here. Let's loot the bodies.
In due time.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them. Yeah. So I guess I use this tower for laundry.
That is not far.
Heavy mace, okay. Jasper and some gold. A spoon and some more gold, okay. Where the fuck are these traps at? Ah. Smear the tar train post interest that helps lead in bandits. Yeah.
As it should be. Anything else around here? Crossbow, longsword, and a couple of bucklers. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I'd like to be a bit more persuasive. Use magic device, and let's put one in athletics. Choose a spell. Color spray is often a good low-level spell, and shocking grasp is also a good spell for a magus. Especially since I think at level 2 I get spell strike. Yep, spell strike. At second level, whenever a magus casts a spell with a range of touch from the magus spell list, he can deliver the spell through any weapon he is wielding as part of a melee attack. Instead of the free melee touch attack normally allowed to deliver the spell. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so. Alright, let's see here. Complete you.
Here I am. See?
Alright, now. I think that's about all I can do.
Oleg and Svetlana are discussing something in low but impassioned whispers. They manage to make out the words, "Forget about it," before they stop talking and turn to you. Let's get back to the possible attack. I'm prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. Amari flexes her shoulders. Finally a fight! Was bored with all the talking. I see you're not easily cowed, no? I beg you, be careful. And please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. So Svetlana, go inside and hide. We're going to meet our guests.
Who will prevail? Doesn't matter.
Alright. Let me move over here. Rage. Now we go over here. And
Bring it! Tear them apart! They go down!
right. Let's see here. Bless. And have you move over to here. Alright, let's see here. Let's move over to here.
Despicable.
Even better battle music. Damn.
Hey!
I don't need to do that. Ow. Alright. Do you have any? Let's see, you got daze, inflict light wounds, acid. Alright, I'll get closer to use that.
Break it!
Done and done. Alright. Loot the bodies.
In due time.
Oleg is breathing heavily, but shakes his fists in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserved. Now they're no better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Boken out before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lord, head up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. Gold coins, 100. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If there are more common practice, if that were a more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. All right. I'm glad it's all over, even if there was a fight. Okay, well, I'm not too interested in doing all that. Let's go and rest. What do we have in here? Locked. Time passes. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick outlook the window, and you find that the fog is not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then...
Hear me. Please hear me.
The half-transparent
Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched. Her large blue eyes turn within her pale face. Hear me, please hear me. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. The defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I wonder who does... I need to look up the voice cast here, because... I mean, that kind of sounds like Laura Bailey. Kingmaker cast. Let's take a look here. Oh, yeah, Sam Riegel. Okay, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. See what else we got in here. I wonder who he does a... wonder if he does a... No, no, that woman is named Amelia Tyler. Okay. Anyone else here I would recognize? Mark Swint, I recognize that name. No? Yeah, I mean, Sam Riegel is in this. As who, it doesn't tell me, but other than that, I don't recognize anyone else from this list, so I guess he's the only Critical Role member in this game. Bit of a... I mean, he and his group did start playing Pathfinder before they switched to 5th edition. What do you want from me?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people, The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
I guess I'm just used to seeing Laura Bailey in a lot of games. So when I hear someone who I think sounds like her, I kind of automatically make that connection.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself.
I'm just double checking, make sure sound is being
I
recorded.
know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
Anytime I alt out, the sound from the game stops, so I just want to make sure that OBS is still recording desktop audio, so I can just catch the bar as it lowers down again. So I'm still recording game audio when I'm in the game window.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Alright, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger. But our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph whispers before... whispers, fades as she disappears. Okay. Alright. The elf looks straight at you, though the tangled hair through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the stolen lands? You are the only one of your kind here. Take my advice, keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts. Honorial Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. Honorial Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers like you who are in need of help. I may be sitting here in a backward tavern, but in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to take a few coins, or make a few coins. They have brave hearts, but shallow pockets. A little gold would be welcome change for them. I can send them a message, and they will come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, I can give you... Just give me a sign, and we'll arrange everything right away. Also, I can summon the tutors from the Pathfinder Society, who can retrain you and your companions. They're quite willing to do this for free. The first 3 times you request their service. After that, the price for retraining will gradually increase. Such is their way of doing business with all clients. I need
loyal and experienced fighters. I have friends like that. Just decide who exactly you need, and they will come at my signal. It'll cost you 2,000 gold pieces. I don't have enough money for that. Why are you called Eight Eyes? Once long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes that looked all around at once. Though it seems I've outlived my nickname.
Onariel stretches her arm forward. Her palm trembles noticeably.
I've been drinking so much lately. It's best I don't test my skills too often. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist. Which was the first time this happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared?
Wait a minute. But don't you imagine I'd be scarred from a good fight? Huh. I'd be scared? Okay.
If only I had known I was missing all the action. But I see you got everything under control.
Would you like to join me? Yeah. Oh, no, I've got enough things to do already. Yeah, sure.
You want to know how one could exchange the life of Pathfinder for this side-trucking rat hole?
The light of neural eyes goes out as if someone had blown out a candle.
You lose all of your friends because of one scumbag, and then you understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six. And whichever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore.
Onariel remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke at an old wound.
Here's the story. Our leader, Vermelt, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, Adavon.
Oh! Adavon Adarisant. I know that name. If you guys have been following my channel, he is from Carrion Crown. He's one of the he is the leader of the Whispering Way.
Sent him a disturbing letter. He stumbled upon a mention of some ancient books on the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lips.
Okay, well, if I know that he's involved in this story, this definitely is not going to end well.
To make the long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Gallowspire.
Yep.
We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe by the Society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Uslav. It was a normal mission. A quick and quiet recovery.
Onariel smiles bitterly.
But everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids, and their archers of bone. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive.
Yeah, been there.
We'd chosen Drenchurch to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hole up and lick our wounds.
Judging by the pointless timeline, no, I think it had already been fallen and desecrated by that point, which...
how I wish that had been true.
Yeah.
Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of those monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather.
It was probably a nightmare.
And threw him down an ancient well.
Okay, I don't remember the well.
His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then
Onariel pauses and turns away, hiding her eyes.
Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up the others' feelings with all my chatter? We better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more after some time, but not today. Regarding your story.
She looks at you silently. Let's talk about something else. I have to. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. Greetings! It seems you be in a good mood, and Oleg seems to be in a good mood, greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Rostov looks like someone spilled milk, and it's just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through the soup. Not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord is involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Show me your wares. Nothing's too good for such a good person. Alright, let's see here. Let's sell off some of my loot here. Actually, before I do, let me take a look at my inventory.
No mistakes.
Let's see what I have here. I have chain shirt. I don't have anything better. Cloak of resistance +1. Yeah. Potion of cure moderate runes. Put that on my. Where's my quick slot? Put that over here. Potion of a large person. I give that to you. That'll be. Let's see here. Split. Let's see here. Tower shield. I think you can use this shield, alright? No, you can't use a tower shield. Banded. Okay. You're good when it comes to your armor. Chainmail. What are you wearing? You're wearing hide armor. I'll give chain shirt here. What in that? Oh, let's see here. A ranged weapon probably wouldn't hurt for you. Got a long sword here. What are you using? You're using a flail. Let's have you switch you up with a heavy mace. Composite longbow. Okay. Copper ring, star ring. Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea. Huh. Sign Scroll Arrays of Dead. Okay. Anything else here is useful? A silver disc. What the fuck is a silver disc doing all the way out here? That's from Numeria. Other than that, I don't really see any other good gear here to swap out with anybody right now. So I'm just gonna sell a bunch of this stuff. Edible moss. Cooking green, huh? Maybe I will keep this stuff around then. It's supposed to be stuff I can cook with. Light shield. No. Masswork light mace. Heart beads. Camping supplies. Silver disc. your offer. Now, let's take a look at what you have for me. Available to buy it. +1 light mace. Masterwork dueling sword. Exotic weapon proficiency. Can't use that. Masterwork elven curved blade. Masterwork greatsword. You're using a ginormous sword. Okay. Masterwork longsword, though. Take that. I don't think I got enough money for that. Breastplate. Medium armor. I'm already wearing chainmail, right? I'm wearing chainmail, right? No, I'm wearing a chain shirt. Huh. Oh, that's right. I get access to that later. I can only wear light armor right now. What about everyone else? Are they okay? You're good. What do you got? And what do you got? You're wearing banded mail. Okay, you're fine. I don't think you're lesser reach meta magic rod. Alright.
I know what to do.
I don't need... No, you're not going to dual wield weapons. Alright. Okay, you got a heavy shield. Alright. What? Where the fuck did I go? Oh, it's over here. Alright. Vulcan frowns as he ostentatiously examines the nearest wall, hands on his sleeves. Without turning to you, the old man plainly says in a dull voice, "You want some potions? Let's see what you have." Okay, I got 891. Potion of Lesser Restoration. Wand of Mage Armor. That could be useful. Magnus Fire. Potion of Bark Skin. Potion of Blur. Let's buy some of those. Grab one of those, just in case. Alright, let's do that. Harem pulls at his beard, muttering something that could either be prayers or curses. Upon noticing you, he winces. What? It's you. Let's talk about your god. You should learn about Grotus. Harem seems surprised and pleased at the same time. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I will answer anything you ask. What are Grotus's teachings? In the end, Grotus is the end of all that exists. Harem smiles. He obviously has been waiting for this question. Look around, Talsar, and what do you see? Look again and realize that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing, our armor, will all be turned to dust. The walls of the palaces will crumble into ruins. The trees will fall, and you and I will die much sooner than that. Grotus is the timeless watcher. He's been locked away by Pharasma, that goddess of rebirth. From her boneyard he watches over the world, knowing his time for the final reaping shall come. He's the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He's the harbinger of the last days. He's the one who will stay when all others are gone. Pharasma has Grotus locked in her boneyard, so she's stronger than Grotus. Of course she is stronger for now. Harem nods with dignity, stroking his beard. Grotus is weaker than Pharasma, and many other gods. I would be a fool if I tried to claim otherwise. If Grotus were stronger, the end times would already have come, wouldn't they? But the powers of other gods fade away. They dissolve slowly, a grain in a century. Grotus collects all those grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. Usually clerics can speak with their gods. What does Grotus say to you? What is his will? Harem shakes his head in resignation. Grotus doesn't speak to his clerics. Actually, Grotus doesn't need any clerics. The Grotus raises his sad eyes to you. He only allows his whispers to be heard. Sorry. He only allows his whispers to be heard, and only by those who are dying to hear them. His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes with a soft rustle of fallen leaves, with the woeful wailing of wind on a mountain pass, with the roar of the raging blizzard. And it calls you to strike out on the road, outwards, always onwards, over the pass, over the bridge and further along, up ahead, where the edge of a grey robe flashed, and the candle sputtered for its last time before dying. Onwards, always onwards, until your feet can no longer carry you. Harem falls silent, immersed in his own thoughts. Thanks for telling me. I like your tales. There's an inner truth to them. A broad smile spreads across Harem's face. I'm glad you think like that. We'll bring this truth to the whole world, and tell everyone that the end is inevitable. Alright, we'll talk later. Let's see who else is around. Amari. We're gonna talk. Amari utters a weary sigh. Alright, spill it, I'm listening. I can't really do a good voice for her. That's a formidable sword. It was not such a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is! She proudly raises the blade, and knows that even though Amari is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large weapon. This sword belonged to the real bloated, to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect. My damn trophy. Amari's eyes flash with menace as if she's challenging some invisible enemy to try and take away her trophy. Tell me about yourself. Um, this simple question seems to puzzle Amari. She scratches her head and starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears. Amari looks thoughtfully at her four-bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights. She concludes, bending her thumb. Uh-huh. What's it like being a barbarian from the Six Bears tribe? Our people are big and strong. We can cut monsters in half with one swing. We can walk 3 days and nights with no rest. We can eat a whole fried auroch. Uh-huh. Training! No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch. Amari's eyes gleam with anger. And you know what? They're still crap even after all that training, because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, although they are stronger than me. All thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. Amari spit something out. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you're stronger than your enemy. Amari raises her chin proudly. I defeated them all. See all the scars on my face? What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like? Huge, freezing, no place for weaklings. Amari narrows her eyes as if evaluating your ability to survive in her homeland. Tribes hunt aurochs herds to survive. Aurochs are fast, so the tribe follows the herds for days, just not to die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe cannot stop. Also, there are giants and mammoths. Sometimes demons come too. And the mastodons. And the saber-toothed tigers. Amari grins. You will survive, I think, for a few days. Ha! Why did you leave? Amari flushes. 'Cause they're assholes, all of them. Men are cowards and scoundrels, and women scared like sheep. Amari rolls her bloodshot eyes in fury. Men there think no girl can be a fighter because they are weak. They are afraid a woman can beat them. And females just nod, go so highs, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior, damn it. I won't cook hides and watch meat. Amari is already shouting, her fists clenching tightly. I told them. I went hunting with men. And what did I get? Still the same. You are a woman, you stay home. Even gave me a nickname, the Soft Chieftain, like a warrior woman with a funny joke. Damn. Even I went to hunt those shit-faced frost giants. There. Amari suddenly stops breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. After a moment, Amari waves her hand awkwardly and forces herself to grin. So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, and sissies they were. That's why. Amari jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you're saying? Amari glares at you, eyes narrow. Or you say I could be better, like go get some training, Amari, right? You're very good in a fight. An excellent warrior. I'm just giving you a compliment. For several more seconds, Amari continues to glare at your face with suspicion, then all of a sudden she mellows. True, I fight good. That's what I do best. Alright. Let's see what else I can find around here. IFL. Oh, JFL. JFL greets you with a nod. Speak. I would like to hear your story. Stories. Jeez. Stories are boring and a waste of time. I was exiled from Quainan. I died. Was raised by Ogatho's gift. That's my story. It's rather amusing. I belonged to a wealthy family, and held high position in the courts of Idra, the capital of Quainan. When my little wrongdoings were revealed, a trial was held. The very same court where I tried cases delivered sentences over several hundred years. An awkward situation, don't you think? Who did they kill? Who did they kill you and why? What? Who did they kill you and why? It's an odd phrasing. Family 4. GSL's voice was calm and ordinary, as if she's speaking of something trivial. But why is a much more interesting question. What is the worth of 1,000 years if you cannot enjoy it like your first 10 dozen springs? The elf's voice sounds unusually vehement. Everyone considers elves ever young, but our usefulness is but a mask, a threadbare ritual gown. What lies underneath? The dust of years and jaded repetition. With each year the dust grows thicker, and erstwhile joys cease to excite and cloy, as a dish you've tasted 1,000 times. Long did I search for a way to avert this fate. Don't I, who was truly tasted life, deserve a better lot than those benumbed old elves who've closed themselves off to the world? And if I found a way, in the ancient texts of Ogathoa, a ritual involving the blood of my kin, a trifle, that would make each day feel as a holiday, created especially for me, the ritual gave strength not only to my body, but to my mind and my soul. In my mind whirled with every sensation, each sip of wine or silken caress. Oh, how I missed this. My cousin was the first I used for the ritual. It was a simple matter to pass her death as an unfortunate accident. But the enchantment would not last. I had to find another again, conceal my trail. With the third death my family grew suspicious, and upon the fourth my deeds were finally revealed. Such a pity. If not for this, my unlife even now would overflow with burning pleasure, for I have dozens of useless relatives. Kind of sounds similar to, Slanesh in a way. Although Slanesh, not so much the undead stuff, but the pleasure thing. Let's see here. In the end, we all live for ourselves. The lives of others should not outweigh our own. I concur, the elf nods in content. But not many possess the courage and honesty to admit it. The world is filled with cowards and fools. Do you have family in Thronen? In Quainan? Anyone who's dear to you? Do you mean someone I would hesitate to sacrifice? Perhaps my daughter. I would regret the wasted effort. The creature turned out quite well, like a properly trained dog, or a well-managed horse. Is exile your only punishment for murder? For an elf, Jaethel says pointedly, exile is a serious punishment. There is no other Quainan in this world. Even I, who despises its hypocrisy, must admit as much. How did you die, and what happened after? JSL frowns. I don't remember my death. I was stunned by the sentence of exile, and I admit I showed weakness.
I wandered aimless, absorbed in despair, without concern for my safety or sustenance. And then, I only remember desolate rocks. A stone lay upon, a convulsion, passing not only through my whole body, but through my soul. And then I awakened, cold, calm, my body overwhelmed with strength, but haunted by a strange internal silence. There were bloody prints of bone feet on the stone next to me, the sign of the goddess. A battle scythe lay nearby. This is the first and last time I heard Ogathoa's voice. She spoke three words. Hail the Inquisitor. That is all. She had neither addressed me nor answered my pleas ever since. I will not bother you with the story of how I tried to comprehend my new condition. Soon I had a chance to put my new powers to the test. A group of my kin had tracked me through the woods. They were insolent, and I would pay dearly for this. But I had to reckon how I might free myself from their persistent chase. A powerful protector from among the short-lived could help me, and the Sword Lord seemed suitable. That is all. Tell me your birthplace. I hope you will not ask for idle curiosity. Koinen is the birthplace of the elves. The other races are allowed to visit, within reasonable limits, usually only as far as Greengold. That's the enclave for half-breeds and the short-lived. A whim of our queen. I enjoy going there sometimes, as to a wild beast show. Beyond this caricature of a city, Koinen is a mixture of grandeur and the sad remains of ancient glory. Alright. What's it like being undead? Do you wish to know what it means to me personally, or what powers and limitations it imposes? A shadow passes over Jaethel's face. You usually know how to ask questions. She says nothing for a long time. Two desires led me through life. To feel pleasure, time and time again. To achieve perfection. Unlife brought me closer to the second. I am changeless, torn from time, the chaos of the world, and even the soul circle. I have no power over me. But everything comes with a price. Most things that brought me pleasure in life are meaningless to me now. How can I decide which is better? A bright life full of pleasures is better than unlife, though eternal. Perhaps, but the choice was made for me. I have nothing left but to follow the will of the goddess. How do healing... Yeah, that's... Dreadfully, of course. Your healers had better stay away from me in battle. The undead are healed through interaction with negative energy. And I can perfectly manage that on my own. You don't sleep. I am spared from the bothersome need, but I hope you do not take this reason to invent additional responsibilities and entertain me during the night. I spend this time meditating and addressing the goddess. What about, carnal pleasures? A tactless and a facile question. That pleasure is now as senseless to me as food or wine. Action without feeling. Yeah. Tell me about your guys. It might sound strange, but I know less than others about Ogathoa or her faith. My transformation into Inquisitor was unexpected, but I will answer to the best of my knowledge. What do you know of Ogathoa? Oh, certainly. Ogathoa was once a mortal woman, basking in life in all of its pleasures it had to offer. Her passion was so strong that Ogathoa rebelled against Pharasma, against death itself and its laws. After her own death, she escaped the power of the Lady of the Graves and returned to the world as a goddess, and the first undead. Since then, she has protected all who submit their souls to pleasure and passion, paying no heed to time-worn-out morals. and dictates of law. This question is more complicated than it seems. An Inquisitor is by nature the most zealous defender of their faith, the hand of their goddess in mundane affairs. When I received this title and power, I expected that Ogatho would tell me my mission, but this never happened. The goddess remained silent. There's only one reasonable explanation I can imagine. Discovering what expected of me is part of my mission. So I reflect on this, and make my prayers and wait for a sign. Does Ogathoa feud with other gods? No. Ogathoa, not Ogathoa, but Pharasma, still tries to call her to order, and send Ray to heal her. Janethal laughs at the absurdity. Because Glorion is plagued by narrow-minded cowards. Some tremble at the freedom granted by Ogathoa, others feel the wrath of Pharasma and her priests. To enjoy, to taste exquisite dishes, to feel the lover's caress, and drink the enemy's suffering. A wonderful religious obligation, isn't it? Eh? Curiosity. The need for a reliable ally. You see, I must come to understand what my goddess seeks from me. Ogatho gave me powers of the Inquisitor without declaring her will to me. I await her reply. Any hint or trace or clue. And I suppose our meeting was no mere accident. Besides, Janethal cringes, I imagine that several Croydon assassins still pursue me. They never risk attacking me while I'm under the patronage of the Outdori. They are unlikely to attack while I have reliable allies like you. I don't know. They can't seem to be sent by the Queen. I am branded outlaw by my punishment as exile, and it's not custom for elves to contravene their own verdicts. My attackers shouted something about threat and blood. I suppose they are a slender group of feeble-minded zealots, or someone on a quest for personal revenge. Okay.
Alright, that's everybody. Well, I think I'm gonna end this here right now. So, thanks for watching Talsar Plays. Good night.